What's up, everybody? Full case, stop scrolling blasters. Player break number 20. Thank you for waiting, guys. Let's go. Yeah, but no. So I've been having trouble scheduling with them because I was going to Sacramento, and then they said that they only wanted to pay for aftermarket. So then I had to call them last week Friday, and I told them I don't want aftermarket. I talked to them last on Monday, and they said that they were gonna submit a new estimate with the OEM windshield, which the difference is $200. Not even a crazy difference, but they don't want to pay it. So then I called my insurance lady. That's who I was talking to. Called my insurance lady and I asked her if she could maybe influence something, because the body shop wasn't gonna, or the windshield, the glass shop wasn't gonna bullshit for me, because there's no way they can bullshit, oh, bad fit or anything like that. You can bullshit on like door panels, door skins, hoods, trunk lids, doors, all of that you can bullshit, but can't really bullshit a glass. But that's when you might have seen me smile, because they were talking about, my insurance lady was telling me like, oh, they're such a prick sometime, and I was just laughing. I was like, yeah, sorry. Excuse me. This is our last blaster case. This is your last break of the day, so okay, you got it. I got a couple other breaks to get the Prism Blaster full case going. I'm going to push the Top Chrome 2 boxer. I'll put up the Finest back on screen. Reading my lips. You might have heard me say something to the degree of, when I worked at Firestone, blah, 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 I worked with many insurance companies. Like, I hate saying, I don't like pulling that card, you know what I mean? But I have worked with a lot of insurance companies when I worked with Toyota like that. And like a lot of body shops. Again, remember, I'm working with a glass shop here, but a lot of body shops always prefer to put on the OEM part over the aftermarket parts, the LKQ, all like that. They would much rather prefer putting on OEM than aftermarket, mainly because of fitment. Fitment is always much better. I was just trying to get an OEM glass. I'm trying to squeeze every dollar amount out of my insurance, because I pay for insurance and I don't ever use it. So when I use it, I want my money. I mean, Vegas insurance is super expensive as is, You know what helps too, though? The glass shop that I'm working with, the service advisor that I'm working with, he's actually pretty seasoned. So that makes my life a lot easier too, because me and him can talk the same level, and we're solid. I know the correct questions to ask him, and he knows the correct responses to tell me, and the insurance, so that really makes a big difference. So shout out to Southwest Auto Glass here in Vegas, because that guy is sharp. He's sharp. He actually knows what the fuck he's doing. Skeet, are you still out there, Skeet? By the way, Skeet, if you're out there, just letting you know, nobody was shedding on you, buddy. We're all honestly just trying to look out for you to make sure that you're good and stuff like that. You know, that was the purpose. Nobody was being judgmental of you, buddy. I'm glad you're here for the vibe. That like means the world to me, dude. And just so you know that we're all pretty cool people over here in the community that we've built. We've seen many people come in, you know, they kind of like, they spend their budget and then they, you know, then they exit the hobby. We're just trying to give you a good experience. And when I say a good experience, we're trying to give you a A+ experience. What's up, Ryan? I didn't say it. What's up to Ryan? Corey, that was a sick find, by the way, Corey. Your little thrift shop find was pretty badass. That was cool, man. That was super cool. I love thrift. I haven't thrifted in so long. I told Mrs. Hammer after snowboard season, I told her I'm going to do thrifting. I told her I'm going to get back into it. I told her at least once a week I want to go to like Goodwill and try and find stuff to buy and resell and like eBay and stuff. I'd love to do that again. I really, really miss doing that. I haven't went to a pawn shop in forever. The ones in Hawaii is weird though. Oh, that's nice. That's super good. 80 bucks, 10 games. What games was it? I'm assuming you got like a Zelda in there, some kind of Mario. Mario Kart maybe, or... Oh, wow. I love treasure hunting though, Corey. That was like... It was a passion. But there were some guys that turned it into a business. This is nuts. Okay, so you had a Zelda, you had Hyrule Warriors. Okay. Dark Souls sells well, Donkey Kong sells well. Assassin's Creed, I don't know how well that sells. Captain Toad, I'm not familiar with. Yeah, that's how it was back home in on Oahu too. Garage sailing was the best. I used to go garage sailing all the time and just ask for video games all the time. I don't. Well, Vegas garage sales is weird. Cause like you gotta go to like you have to go to like a older part of town for like regular garage sales, and a lot of like the newer communities, and I define newer as like 1996 and later. A lot of those that got like HOAs and stuff, they only can do garage sales at like a specific time. I never did watch. Have you ever watched it what used to be on Netflix? Was it Slobby Robbie? I forget what it was called on Netflix. I watched him. He was kind of like a garage sailor with clothes and shit. Anybody remember that? Anybody watch that series on Netflix? The guy's name was Slobby Robbie. He did like shoes, t-shirts, luxury clothing. He did like all kinds of shit. But Vegas is hard. Vegas is, in my opinion, it's hard to thrift here in Vegas. Like, I take that back. You have to go to like a Goodwill, a Savers, Desert Industry. You gotta go to like those kinds of places and get lucky for the most part. See, I used to look primarily for video games, sports cards. I skipped movies was way too hard for me. What was that one Hawaiian show that was selling for something stupid? There was a Hawaiian DVD that sells for something. Lost in Paradise? No. Sold for something ridiculously stupid. Not like very, 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 very valuable, but I could tell you this. I could tell you this. Like, what up, Davidson? The best find I had was this guy in Waianae, Slamson. I'll show you the picture here. I have the rest of the pictures on my computer at home, but I'll show you. I'll show you a picture dating back. Should be somewhere around here. Let's see. I used to sell a shit ton of video games. So I used to just boot them up, and I used to just be like, "There you go, it's working." So like literally, my house was like littered. I think I've showed you this before, but like my couch and my house and everything, I used to just have it littered with video games. My whole entire house was just like littered. littered with video games, DS games. Like, I used to just clear you out. It was good times. They're already there. This was the best. This was the best. This was the best garage sale I've ever been to. This was June 5th. Yeah, yeah. You don't even know, bro. You don't even know I was heavy into. So I went to this guy's garage sale in Waianae in 2016. He had all kinds of cabinets, and as you can tell, it's old WD-40 all over the place and shit. Like you can see all the crap. He had if you guys know what PCBs are, he had the arcade boards for some of your big arcade games such as Street Fighter 2, Point Blank, not Life Force. I forget what cabinet this was. He had this and he had the four cabinet. He had the four cabinet X-Men game. So I bought him out. He had Bubble Bobble. And if you look this up on eBay, let me look it up on eBay real quick. I'm just curious. So one of the PCBs I had was Atari Liberator, and it was just a board right here, just this board right here. He used to work for Slamson. You would know this. He worked for EK Fernandez, and he had some kind of retirement plan where he could take all the old arcades and shit out. I bought maybe about 90 something of these boards right here, and he sold them to us for like $20 a board. And as you can tell, some of these boards were worth several $100s untested. This guy says it's working. Oh, this says Liberation. Here. Point Blank PCB. Right here. Point Blank, just for like examples, Point Blank did not sell for $400 for me. It was probably like $150 board 10 years ago. But I got these for $20 each. You could do the math, and I just said untested in every single listing. Untested, untested, untested. People bought them up like that. I think I paid the guy maybe like $1,000 because I bought a couple of his arcades and shit like that too. But I would say I paid him maybe like $1,000. Two of the boards paid for everything for me. That was probably my biggest score. I have the other. Remind me. I'll tell Mrs. Hammer to send me the other pictures. I loaded my whole SUV with all the boards, so I still have the pictures with my entire Lexus filled with PCB board. But yeah, that was my best score ever. My best score. It was the most random score as well. It was the most random score as well. Oh yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, see, so that's when. So I was buying the Black Diamond VHSs. I've never heard of an iWay, but I was trying to buy all the Black Diamond VHSs, which that didn't do well. But like I scored Ataris, Xboxes. These I bought privately, but like I had the old PS1 Tekkens. This was a brand spanking new N64 in the box. That's a brand spanking new NES. Oh, the action set was brand new. Pokemons. These were all my old Pokemon cards that I found, and as you can tell, my top loaders are hella old. Like these were all of my shit that I started going through. That I still actually had. Yep, I think that's the best. That's the best score I got. What's up, Jimmy? So then I'll take that story a step further for you guys, since we still got like another 15 minutes of pack opening here. So I actually made some good friends, Slamson, and this goes to anybody out there. If you ever need somebody to make you a super gun, or to make you like a Pandora's box, for if you know video games, you know what I'm talking about. But if you ever need somebody to create one, I have a guy on Oahu, and he is like, his whole business is just that. And he's pretty badass at it too. He's pretty badass at it. He was getting into sports cards at one point too, and I don't know if he's still involved or not. Is there a way? Do I have any eBay guys in here? Is there a way that I could see any of my sales from like 10 years ago? Or is that not possible? How can you see it? Do you have to download like a separate report? Debbie does status. All right, here we go. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. All right, well that's all that came up. So I tried. I just didn't want to do it in front of the camera, and then something pops up that you're not supposed to see, and then we get banned on YouTube. So. Not like I would know who that is. TX watch. Blasters were always a problem. You know what? I don't care if I have to open up this many boxes. You know what my thing would be? It'd be make the damn boxes bigger. Or make them so it doesn't cut my fucking fingers. That's my only complaint. I don't care if I have to rip open an 80 packs, 100 pack. I could care less. I just... One, my hand can't fit. And two, every time the extra flaps, it cuts my fucking fingers. Every time. So just make it so that the flaps don't cut fingers and I'm happy. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Guys, this is the last plaster case we have in house. Don't know if we will ever get more back in. But for now, that's all we got. You know what's funny? I was just thinking about them. I did not know that they're Angle. I love those guys. I like that couple though. They are freaking awesome people. I can't think of his name right now. Ian? Is it Ian? What did I make it for? No way. Did he shout me out?
At number 6, we are with Blez Light, who break here on YouTube, and Hamma was opening a blaster box of 2025-26 Topps Chrome Basketball. Shit. Super Fractor 101 of Cook J. for three-pointers in a season. Unfortunately for Flag, he was sidelined with a blaster box of 2025 Optic Football.
What did they value that at?
As the Rookie of the Year favorite after a hot stretch where he broke the NBA rookie record for three-pointers in a season. Unfortunately for Flag, he was sidelined with a foot injury during this time. At number 5, we were with Bat Flips, who break over on Facebook, and they were opening a
Oh, that's sick. I haven't made F sports cards in like forever. I gotta wait. Let me comment on their video and then we'll go. I really like that. What is that guy's name? Ian, right? Alright, let me show them some love and support and then I'm good. All right, let's go. Good luck, guys. This is the last blaster. Yeah, that does seem very low. That does seem very low. Let's go, guys. Good luck, everybody. Thank you for the wait. Guys, take your 2 box Topps Chromes. Take your finest. The Prism Fouquet should definitely go as well. Just got a couple of manga spots there. Good luck, guys. I try to watch and support him. I don't watch every week though. I hate to say it, we usually watch when, or I usually watch when one of us is on there. Most times it's Jags or Espliss. But I like that dude. Him and the wife is cool people. Nice Jeremiah Fears Refractor. Steph on the basketballs. Malawak on the red, white, and blue. Oh, sorry guys, my throat is drying out again. It's crazy. There's a teal of Thaddeus Young, $2.99. Nice. There's a Cooper Flag Ray Wave Ball of Duty for the flag spot and G Winery. And there's another Cooper Flag on the base too. Yellow 6. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I didn't do that. Yes, let me do that right. I forgot. I'm sorry, Skeet. There's a beauty. Give me 1 second. Nice VJ Edgecomb. Give me 1 second. I forgot to do that. Oops. I did forget to make a shareable list. That's what happens when I gotta take a phone call. I'm sorry, guys. It's not easy working during the mornings, you know, because that's the only time that your legal places are usually open. Skeet, did you hear me earlier too, though, buddy? No, none of us were judging you or anything. All of us, honestly, were actually just watching out for you because we want to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of and that you're good and stuff. I hope you heard me say that. Just because we do care, we wouldn't take advantage of you like that, you know. Everybody in here is actually really pretty cool. Mostly everybody in here has been vetted already, mostly. So they just wanted to. They were asking if you were new to the hobby, just because they want to make sure that you're good. You take your time. You don't. We just don't want you to blow your load in 1 week. We want you to be here for 10 years. That's always the goal. There's your guys' player list, everybody. And there's not many break companies I could say that would ever tell you that, honestly. I'm proud to be one of the people that looks out for the human being on the other side of this camera. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. I forgot to give you guys your player list. Good start. Good start so far, guys. Good start. Good start so far to this last case, guys. Good start. Jokic on the red, white, and blue. Igor Refractor. Nice Knipple Refractor Activators. Cooper Flag. Clifford. All right, first stack. Jokic on the basketballs now. Interesting. Lots of Nicolas. Walter Clayton. Nice. Derek Queen, red, white, and blue. Oh no, didn't like that. I'll show this since this stack fell. There's a purple for the Nuggets. Unbelievable. Is this a Nikola Jokic case? Thankfully, no damage. Is this a Jokic case? There is a ton of Jokic in this case. Hopefully that's a good sign. Yakichunas. What's up, Vigo? I have it on the screen actually, Vigo. My bad. Wasn't feeling good the last couple of days, but I have it on the screen right now. It should definitely run today, if not tomorrow. Worst case, but it's on the screen right now for you. So as soon as I'm done with this, it will show it's down to 20 when I last checked. And those are going to be some of our last 2 box Topps Chrome, unless we have another case lying around here that Becker wants to give me. Then maybe I can get a couple more breaks for you guys. But other than that, that's pretty much all I got. Yeah, automatic cuz, thank you. Nice. Refractor Cooper flag on the Inspirationals insert. There's a Shea. There's CMB. I swear we're going to count how many Nicolas we have by the end of this break because it's kind of ridiculous. Might have a glitched out case or something. Traore. It is a veteran day. There is Shaquille O'Neal. Who had Shaq? I'm very curious who had him. Was that you, Shaq? Did you have the Shaquille O'Neal spot? Is this like the third one I pulled you? Who had Shaquille O'Neal? Oh, Clemos, my friend. Let's go. Here you go, Mr. Clemos. Goes to a good brother. And there's another flag. Yoni. Knipple. Steph on the red, white, and blue. Okay, we have not had an auto or an SSP, but there's a true blue to 150. Nice, Jeremiah Fears on the finishers. 114 to 150, true blue. Nice Fears. Well, these cases feel very different from what I'm used to. These cases feel very different. In a good way, in a good way. No problem, Edwin. So, Edwin, if I free up, Edwin, I should be able to help you out, my friend. But if not, usually checking in with the breaker is always the best. But if we're not available, then shipping at the Blez, Edwin. They take care of all your shipping and customer service needs. But if someone's available, which I should be available in the next, I'd say 30 minutes. Like that, if you want to hang out or come back in like the next 30 minutes or so. Get it? Farnheiser. Nice Ace Bailey on the red, white, and blue. Another base of Knipple. Who's our first auto gonna be? Better not say Johnny Furphy again. What is happening? Johnny Furphy again. I went from never hitting him to hitting him twice in the same day. Unbelievable. Could be the setup auto. Could be the setup auto. Will Riley on the basketballs. Walter Clayton, red, white, and blue for Clint. And our second auto, it came back to back almost. It's a base auto of Noah Penda on the Future Stars. His Future Stars of Penda. Don't really hit him all that much. This feels like it's going to be an extra auto kind of case. When you get two base autos, let's see if we're right. Wemby to 199 on the Aqua Gold Time. Trey Johnson Refractor. Asa Newell Refractor. Knipple. Ant-Man. Another Jokic. Another Ant-Man. Refractor Yakuchunis on the Youthquake. Yeah. It's been a weird case, Joe. It's been a weird case so far. Still got 16 boxes. We just passed the halfway point. You guys still got 16 boxes left. You got time. You guys got time. Don't panic. Fairly confident we should see some additional autographs. Gotta see some more color. Color's been a little light this case. What's up, City? Elijah Martin. Bam to 275 on the yellow. Another Cooper flag. Carter Bryant refractor. The nipple base. Here comes a magenta for Miami. It's Hero to 399. Cade refractor. Green. I thought that was gonna have ink. Cornet. I honestly thought that was gonna have ink. Come on, we need a big hit here, guys. We do. We need a big hit here. There's a nice Canepo on the basketballs. Nice. Refractor of Cooper flag is a start for G Winery. Nice. Almost every case today we've had at least one refractor of flag. Ben Saraf and another Nikola Jokic. Pretty sure we had at least like 6, 7, 8, 9 Jokics. VJ Edgecombe. Portis to 199. There's a base Harper insert. Sikorsky. Riley. Flag. Oh. All right, last 8 boxes, guys. Not the best case. We should have at least one more SSP. And I'm hoping we have at least a couple more autos here. Gotta make up some ground. Yeah, let's do it, Clemos. By the way, to answer your question from earlier, Clemos, I can almost ponytail it back, but we'll see. I don't know if I want to run a ponytail. Good luck, guys. Come on, save somebody, save some people. Let's go. Hugo. Nice, another flag. Lots of flag colors here. There was a Harper base. Elijah. Mrs. Hamagami Clemos. Oh, lots of shades at the end there. Come on, something rescue us here. Proctor. Brandon Miller on the bookend to 199. I wish that was a Knippel. That would have been so massive. Watkins. Ooh. Well, at least Clemos caught it. It is a glass, Mr. Clemos. Oh, of course. It wouldn't be Shaquille O'Neal if it wasn't with Larry Legend. It wouldn't be a Shaquille O'Neal if it wasn't without Larry Legend. Who had Larry Legend? Oh, of course it's Mr. Clemos. Let's go. Ooh. I think I've hit one other Larry Bird of this canvas. I like it too because it's the young version of Larry Bird. You get the dusty blonde long hair. Wemby refractor. Nice. And our last stacks. Come on, can I get at least one more auto here, please? You always give extra autos. Come on. Extra autos. Extra autos. Come on. Ben Seraph, 275. And Cedric Coward on the Ray Wave. All right. Honestly, a little bit of a lackluster case. It wasn't terrible. Compared to all the other cases of the day, it felt terrible. Oh. Oh, now you have two. Unless you want to, you know. Certain handsome individual's birthday is coming up in, you know, just a few short months. Just kidding. I'm just fucking around. That was officially our last I'm only fucking around. Me and Mrs. Hammer's birthday is not till August. I'm literally just joking. I've been saying that joke like 3 or 4 times today, so I just continue to run with it. All right, recap. Nice SSPs. Nice colors, tons of Jokic's, tons of Shays, lots of Cooper flags, and a couple Knipples there. It's not a bad case, just felt bad compared to what we just did in the last two. Recap. This was the last blaster case, guys. This was the last blaster case. I don't have any more, unfortunately. It's all base cards. Don't worry. And our numbered hits, which I'll be honest, this feels really, really light for numbered hits. Wemby to 199, Jokic to 75, Jeremiah Fears, True Blue. I forgot about the VJ to 275 is nice. Penda, Johnny Furphy, Shaquille O'Neal on the Fanatical, and Larry Legends on the glass canvas. I'll beat the sort on the Knipples and the Cooper flags, and that is the break, everybody. Thank you guys all very much. That was the last blasters that we had, guys. Thank you, everybody. All right.